Hello guys, it's Anime What If Media, and today we're going to be doing a high school DxD What If. I just got this idea, and it'll be kind of really cool. So now, let's go on to the story. The setting right now is like legit 2 days after Issei defeated Riser. Issei was happy that Rias is no longer forced in her marriage. He's walking to the org with a smile on his face. He walks inside the old school building and he says good evening to everyone. Everyone did not look at him. They're looking on the floor quiet. Rias is in her chair with a cold look that even puts Sona and Kaneko to shame to Issei's point of view. Now, Issei noticed this and he thinks that Riser's here for like some revenge. So he says like, what's wrong? But Rias says nothing's wrong. And she tries to like thank him for like saving her from Riser, but then she says something that shocks most people. She says, even though I'm grateful for you guys, for you saving me from my arranged marriage, I didn't kind of like how the tactic you used, sacrificing your arm for that dragon and also using holy items. And she gets to list some things that he did, what was wrong. Then she just laid it out straight to him. I'm gonna trade you with another devil. Now, Issei is like, what? In his head, he's thinking of similar events, but not similar, like some traumatic events that happen with someone. If you guys don't know who it is, it's Rainier. He's starting to compare these two, bro. He's starting to become emotional and all that. Then she starts belittling him. Then later, someone comes in with a trap, with magic transporting, like the teleportation magic circle. Just by the presence of the circle alone, you know this person's powerful. Issei was on guard, but everyone else was expecting this person to come. Now, this person, if you guys don't know, is gonna be sairaorg. And yes, this what if Issei was traded into sairaorg's peerage? Now, Issei's puzzled, like, who is this man? Like, then he remembered to the conversation, this is probably the devil that she traded him off for. So then sairaorg says, Rias, you should stop belittling your pawn. Well, your former pawn. And she says, I'm not belittling him, I'm just telling him harsh facts. Which she was technically belittling him. Anyways, sairaorg read the situation. You can see that this is really bad. Him being near them or like in the same school would be like really bad for his health. So he decides to do something that he was planning to do later on, but he should do now. He says, well, Rias, I'm going to be taking him away from the school and transferring him. Well, not transferring him, giving him a private tutor at my estate in the underworld. Because he says, with this environment right now, this is not good for his health, because this type of mental stress, being betrayed by another female again, which he doesn't know, but being betrayed by a female that you actually cared for is gonna be tough. So he knows that, yep, he needs to stay away from them. He needs time. So he asks Issei, do you want to join or or you want to stay, because he's giving him a choice, and he says like flabbergasted. He's like, you're giving me a choice, because all he knows that most devils will try to kill each other just for a piece like him, for being the Red Dragon Emperor. And sairaorg says, why wouldn't I? And Issei was just dumbfounded, like, should he accept this? Should he not? Then Diedrich in his mind says, you should accept him. He has no ill intent towards you, and also he seems kind of genuine. So he decides to join sairaorg. So once he gets home, they tell the situation to the parents that he's gonna be going to Europe for school there. And his parents, even though, and also he told them that he's trying to get away with it, trying to stop acting like a pervert. And he says he's gonna come by sometimes when he has break, or write letters to them. So that's what he's doing, but really they're not going to Europe. They're going to the underworld. So Issei and sairaorg are at sairaorg's house, aka castle, bro. Issei just looks at the castle dumbfounded, because he's like, this is bigger than Riser's place. He's like, wow, that's big. So he's just staring at the place. Then sairaorg says, we should go to the training field. That's probably where most of my peerage is. Now, I don't know their names, so I'm gonna go check the names of the peerage members real quick. So I figure out their names. It's Kuisha, Karina, Labnum, whatever. I'll tell you the names that are really important later on. That's gonna be important in Issei's life. So he gets introduced to them. Now you guys be wondering, what about Regulus, the lion? Like that lion, humanoid lion that turned into a sacred gear or something? Like an artificial one or something? Yeah, he didn't become a pawn. The pawn pieces rejected him. Alright, so, okay. So Regulus is hidden. He's not part of the peerage, so Issei is. Now, Issei is the weakest link of the team right now. So sairaorg decided to like split up training. For Kuisha, she teaches him magic and how to train with her sacred gear. For the knights, Mistida, nah, that's not Mistida. The knights teach him how to get faster reaction time, like train his reaction time, and also swordsmanship. The rooks train him in defensive combat. Now the bishops help him with defense magic and magic in general, and teach him things that they need to know about devils. Now, what I'm gonna say is that everyone in sairaorg's peerage are at least middle class. Issei's the only low class devil there. Let's just say that. So, Issei's training. It's been a month. Now, during that month was tiring. He's been tutored by sairaorg, by devil stuff, and also human world stuff. And I didn't really mean that he's transferred in Europe. He's basically staying there for like some sort of program, basically. For now, he's gonna return back to Kuo eventually. So don't worry. So Issei, that month, he started to get used to the training that these dudes, because everyone in Sirzechs peerage are all trained. They all train like hardly. Like everyone's like doing training of their own type, working on their weaknesses and everything. So Issei is starting to get used to being part of the team. They do some stray double hunts in Europe. That's where they. That's why I said Europe because they have some territory in Europe. So they're technically training everything. During this training, let's just say one of Sairaorg's rooks was a like half dragon, half human. So during that, they were training, and he decided to ask like Diedrich to make him like a dragon devil human hybrid, because you still need to be human to have a safer year. So he's like 10% human, 30% devil, and 10% human, 30% devil. That would be, and 60% dragon. During that transfer, and during that, he gained red hair because Diedrich is red dragon, and green eyes, actually emerald eyes, because those are Diedrich's color. And he has the same facial structure, just that he lost some of his baby fat. His jawline is like more pronounced, and he looks a bit fit. He has like if you've seen Kakashi back in his Anbu days, like the fitness of that, he kind of looks like that. Like he's fit, but not like overly bulky, like how sairaorg is. But sairaorg kind of looks like a bodybuilder fit, while he looks like a swimmer, athletic type of fit. That's the type of fit Issei's like right now. Now Issei has red hair. It reaches around the middle of his back. He has some spiky hair on the top. Now Issei, during the month, he's been training with his boosted gear, so he learned how to do transfer. Still the boosted gear. Also learning to increase his stamina so he could use the boosted gear for longer time, to increase his body strength, his base level mostly. He learned magic. Now this type of magic DJ taught him. The type of magic that DJ taught him is the thing that I like to take away from Fairy Tail. Fire Dragon Slayer magic. So if you know all of Natsu's moves, that's up to like the combination of lightning. Most of his moves he has. And Issei also has purgatory flames. Thanks to DJ. DJ has purgatory flames that basically burn until the thing that it burns is no more. Now, during this month, Issei was assigned to a mission, which he's going to be a leader to this mission, just hunt down the street to see his leader skills, because if the next mission gets successful, sairaorg might put him on the roster for like middle class promotions. So the people that are going to join with him are, let me get their names. I just learned them. So he's going with Quisha, which she's the queen, just has backup, and Landora, who's the rook with the dragon, who's half dragon, half devil. So they're in Europe hunting for a stray. Since they don't know where it is, they start searching. Since Landora is most like a lone wolf, Quisha and Issei are starting to walk around trying to find the clues, trying to be discreet. So right now, to the public's eye, they look like siblings right now. Siblings because Issei thinks of Koisha like a big sister figure to him. So they happen to see a sweets place where they feel a little bit hungry, so they decide to go there for a while. Whilst they're going there, they meet a dude with blonde hair, blue eyes, who introduced himself. His name is Dulio. Dulio Guasaldo. If you guys don't know who Dulio is, you guys are something else. But anyways, Dulio's there eating some snacks from this place, and someone decides to show up. A certain quota, but it's not Zenobia. It's Zenobia's trainer and adopted mother, I think. Adopted. I forgot her name, but I'm just gonna call Miss Corda. So those two, or she came there to find Dulio. Like, why is he slacking off? They're supposed to see Arena and Zenobia off. Like, Nani? Like, what the frick is wrong with him eating snacks? And once she noticed that he's talking with some devils, at first she thought, oh, he's trying to exercise them. But once she sees that they're laughing together and all that, it doesn't seem like that. So she decides to join them and everything. Now, Zenobia and Arena are kind of like wondering, like, where's Dulio and Miss Corda? So, oh, her name is Griselda Corda. I remember. So where's Griselda and Dulio? So those two are in the store, and once Irina sees Issei, he's like, Issei, it's been a long time, and Issei's like, huh? Do I know you from somewhere? And she says, it's me, Irina Shido, or something. And he's like, what, you're a girl? And he screams that out, and they just look at him like, what? What do you mean he's a... And Irina says that I kind of acted tomboyish back when I was younger, and also I didn't let my hair show up that most of the time. So he meets his childhood friends. So whilst Dulio, Griselda, Zenobia, and Irina are leaving, Zenobia asks a question, those are devils, right? And Dulio said yes, but they don't seem like they're harming anyone, so it's alright. So, Issei, Landora, and Kuish, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Kusha. I'm gonna pronounce it like that for now. So, they're searching for the stray devil. Now, this stray devil used to be a queen before he, killed his master and all his comrades. Like, nah, fuck this, I'm leaving. Now, this person is mega strong, bruh. Landora is having trouble with one of his minions that he gained, his familiar that he gained. While Quisha and Issei are fighting, mostly Quisha because Issei was trying his best to get some dragon shots on, but it seemed like nothing was working. When he sees his big sister figure struck down something, he was mad. And also, he acts like why did you abandon your comrades and all that? And this dude be like, my comrades betrayed me. They were trying to trade me off and everything. And Issei just pauses like, and the stray just laughs, ha ha ha. So it seems you've been traded off as well. So you should know how it's been feeling. Like he's like trying to convert Issei to the dark side. Now Issei is like, he's not having it. He will never betray his comrade. Thinking of that, just seeing him makes him so disgusted, and seeing how his sister figure is like on the ground, basically knocked out. Something inside of him, like some power, is running through. And most of the time, the balance breaker is due. Sacred gears are mostly from the user's will. Now, the usual balance breaker scale mill would have happened, but once Issei went to balance break, it turned to a subspecies. If you guys don't know what a subspecies is, you guys are. I'm not even gonna say anything. Now, this subspecies made him have a black and red armor. Usually, this armor would have been red with gems with a helmet, but there was no helmet. It was just his face. He had a red aura around him. And if you've seen Sirzechs armor, just like the black, like see, it's a similar style but without the shoulder things. So Issei is like wearing this armor, and he's walking straight to the stray. And the boosted gear is boosting like every 10 seconds. Like boost, 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 boost. And they keep on reducing the number to 5 seconds, like boost, boost. Usually, if you see cardinal promotion. If you guys don't know this form, I'm gonna murder someone, bro. If you guys don't know what this promotion is. So he does a dragon cannon. And he wipes out this stray. Now, Landora, he's having trouble with this familiar because this familiar is a dragon. Now, this dragon cannot talk like normal dragons. He's just ferocious. And it's okay. You guys can it's less work for you. So Doodle in this his character is more laid back. So Issei and Pusha and Landora are about to leave until Doyle asks us a question because it's been some time. They heard that Kokabiel is in Kuo, planning to destroy it so he can start another war. And once Issei hears this, he's like, "All right, let's get permission from our king first." And when they tell sairaorg this, he says, "Alright, this will actually give more reason for you to become middle class soon." So he decides to leave Issei in charge of this. So Duyo tells him the coordinates to the area. Now let's get to the scene. Let's get to Kuro. In Kuro, Sona and her peerage is handling a barrier, while the Gremory peerage, which she has 4 more additions: Matsuda, Motohama, Kates, and Maruyama, because let's just say these guys are sacred gear wielders. Now let's say Maruyama's is momentum pillage. That's a sacred gear. Once you hit the person, it makes them 2 times slower. It makes you 2 times faster than them, basically. And let's just say Kate's sacred gear is called blade work. It's similar to Kiba's sword birth, but instead of him just creating swords out of nothing, she has to legit touch the ground and the swords come there. Now, let's say Matsuda has a dragon sacred gear. That's twice critical of a blue dragon. Let's just say it's a water dragon, and Motohama has what's it called? A sacred gear of ultimate defense sacred gear. So it protects them. Now, they're on their last legs. Them and the 2 exorcists on the last leg. And Kiba, Zenobia are close from being finished with them until they see a transportation circle of the Bale family. So Rias thinks, oh, her cousin is gonna save them, but nah. Kuisha comes there, helping the Gremorys that are down, and when Dora helps the people, the exorcists and Kiba with the servers. Now, once Issei steps out, the transformation circle is done glowing. What they see is a red-headed person with black and red armor. At first, she thought it was Sirzechs, but once Issei turns around, she cannot forget that facial structure. She sees Issei, and she says Issei, and Issei's he just stares at her and just looks away. He stares at the rest of the orc. And what's surprising, he sees Maruyama and Kates and Matsuda and Motohama. And he's like, what? But anyways, Issei is yeah, I have to stay focused. And he sees that since Kokabiel is Kaji class, he really can't destroy him that easily. And he sees a sword, a big sword, a blue sword. If you guys don't know that, this is Durandal, my guy. It's Durandal. He didn't really think much of it. He grabs the sword, picks it up. Everybody's staring at him dumbfounded he's holding a holy sword. Not only that, it's Durandal, and Zenobia looks at him. What the fuck? A devil is holding a sword that she barely could control. Issei does some test swings, Issei, yep, it's a good weight, everything. And people just staring at him what? And Kokabiel is just getting mad and like, I'm gonna fight this person. He's like, I can't wait to fight this dude, bro. But anyways, this is gonna be a long video, so guys, hold up. So Issei holds the Randall and he flies up with his dragon wings. Because he has dragon wings in this form. Like his dragon wings are like closed and he opens them and starts flying up to Kokabiel's height. And they be duking out. You see flashes of red and yellow from the light spears of Kokabiel, and they're duking it out like boom, boom, boom. If you were in Dragon Ball, if this was Dragon Ball, you'll basically be like the Z fighters, but most of the knights, like Kiba and the two exorcists, Kusha, Rias and Akano. Most of the people who are faster than the average person can see that. So let's just say Landora, Kusha, Akano, Rias, and Kiba can see this. Like they're all staring, they're doing what the Dragon Ball people do, like with their eyes, like going everywhere. Like I'm confused how they can still fight. But all they see is flashes too, because this is like too fast for them, even for them. So after this, they see some like a really damaged up Kokabiel with Issei slightly damaged. Like his armor is like a little bit singed. But himself, he's alright. He's like, alright, time to end this. And the booster gear is boosting like for every 5 seconds, like boost. And he's like, and he holds the Randall, and for some reason he has a word to say. And before he says this word, the booster gear says transfer. He says destruction wave, and there's just this wave of blue energy with green surrounding it, and it destroys Kokabiel. Kokabiel is knocked out because he's not trying to kill Kokabiel. He knows that can start a war, so he's gonna leave it to the Huaning. So he basically puts his sword down. He turns around to see everyone, but then he turns around quickly. He sees the white one, and Valley sees Issei. He's like, this is the Red Dragon Emperor, but his balance breaker, it turned to subspecies. What? Like, what the hell? Is he that strong? Like, Issei's like, said, what are you doing here, white one? And Valley is like, I'm here on Azazel's orders to retrieve this traitor, Red One. And everybody's just staring at them like, ooh, this is intense. Like, ooh, I didn't know this could be this intense already. We already went to a fight with a cadre level and barely survived. We don't need these two fighting. And then Issei says, alright. Next time I hope to see you on better circumstances. And he says, true, rival. True. And Valley just leaves. So he just turned down to everyone. He gets out his armor. His armor dispels. And he's on one knee like, ugh. Landora and Kuisha just supports him. And he sees the orc and so the peerage is staring at him. It's like, and he says, long time no see. Ha 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 ha. And they're like, what? Who's this dude? Like, he seems like Issei, but he's not. And he says, let's introduce ourselves. Landor starts It says my name is Lindora, sairaorg's rook. Then Quisha starts. Quisha Abaddon, I think. She's sairaorg's queen, and Issei finally gets on to his introduction. I'm Issei Hito, sairaorg's pawn. And everybody just stares at Issei's like, what happened to his hair, his eyes, like, when did he get this fit, like, what's happening? Like, they have so much questions for him, but he's like, nah, can you wait until tomorrow, I'll ask them later. So, he decided for him and his friends to stay at his parents' house for, like, now. And Sarah gave them the okay for that. So, he goes meet his parents, and his parents are, like, happy to see him. He's like, eyes, dear, what happened to your hair? And he's like, so while I was in there, let's just say he had a coma. I had a coma, and the doctor says my hair changed for some sort of reaction. And let's just say, Issei's dad was not fully Japanese, he's part European, and he says, oh, so that probably happened. And Issei's staring at him like, what? And like, oh yeah, Issei, you're not fully Japanese. And he's like, so that probably explains that. And my eye color changed. And they just agree with this lie for now. So, they spend time with each other, try to like catching up, and he introduces his friend Lindora and Quisha, which they're happy to see some of Issei's friends in Europe. So they're happy to meet his friends, and that's all for today right now. And I'm hoping that I could reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this week, or like the end of next month. Sorry for that. But anyways, see you guys later and stay frosty.